I'm going to be giving my speech over Oklahoma State Question 788 in front of my family. Marijuana, a nationwide controversy that has been for many years, only this time the battle continues in Oklahoma. The first time cannabis was used was back in 2737 BC when the Emperor of China was prescribing marijuana to treat conditions such as malaria and poor memory. Over time, the drug acquired a large following across the world, serving as religious purposes, stress, and pain relief. The support of the drug came to a halt in 1914 when the Harrison Act was passed into law. Under this act, cannabis was criminalized. The purpose was to tax coca and opium drugs, and anybody not complying with the tax would be forced to pay a tax or jail. November 6th of 2018, Oklahoma State Question 788, us Oklahomans will vote on the licensed use, sale, and growth of marijuana in Oklahoma for medical purposes. While controversial, the legalization of medical marijuana could change the state for the better by aiding and funding schools, statewide projects such as roads and correctional facilities. In 1937, the Marijuana Act was enforced, making the use of non-medical marijuana illegal. In the next year, the United States licensed cultivation, which passed the Controlled Substance Act, which really made marijuana a Schedule I drug and declared the war on drugs. Which is crazy because how could marijuana be relatively the same as heroin and cocaine, which are also Schedule I drugs? In 1996, California voted on the legalization of marijuana, and it passed. Doctors' recommendation giving patients the right to have cannabis and not get in trouble. Qualifying conditions are HIV, AIDS, epilepsy, severe pain, and nausea. In my opinion, when deciding what medicines you put into your body, it's only logical for you to put something that's completely natural rather than opium and other FDA approved drugs. And that's another big factor when voting, is that marijuana is 100% natural and not man-made. Tobacco and alcohol are combined are responsible for nearly 600,000 deaths every year in just the United States alone. The legalization of marijuana in Oklahoma would ultimately give residents a healthier option for treating medical conditions. Not to mention, the income that our state could have off of taxes is substantial. This would help us build new highways and roads. According to the Tax Foundation, Colorado and Washington exceeded initial tax income estimates. As a nationwide legalization, within the first month, Colorado gave $40 million to the state, and went straight to the school system. Taxes will also go towards law enforcement, public and health and human services, and the governor's office. Finally, legalizing marijuana could also get nonviolent offenders out of our jail systems, because right now we're spending our tax dollars on housing all of our nonviolent offenders, and all of our nonviolent offenders when we could be housing the rapists and the murderers. Oklahoma's drug laws have filled our correctional facilities with all of our to the harsh minorities. So, in conclusion, I believe that legalizing marijuana could ultimately help our state as a whole, help our education system by getting teachers back their jobs, lowering the class sizes, and really helping shaping our future for the better. Thank you.